welcome to this meetup on language. The theme is language. Now, language is a really broad subject, and each of the disciplines that you'll study at university will have its own form of language. Whether you're in science, and that's the language of scientific language, and the language of science in terms of research papers, etc., in that very formulaic scientific manner, or whether you're in maths and it's the language of numbers, or whether you're in engineering and it's the language of physics, or whether you're in fashion and it's the language of clothes, or whether it's in ceramics and it's a language of clay, or economics and it's a language of spreadsheets. Sorry to caricature lots of disciplines there, but you get the idea. There's different ways of talking about the subject and different kind of key ways of communicating the subject. So what we're going to do in this week's meetup is there's 3 different activities to try and just explore different ways of using language, and as always different ways of using Microsoft Teams. So what we're trying to get used to is some different things that you can do, and in this case what we're going to do is we're going to test out some techniques about trying to develop a wiki. We're going to see whether you can have a discussion and a debate, but also in the first activity we're going to see how good you are at describing things using words and not having the visuals. And so you're going to have a cameras off type activity with bits of cameras on and cameras off. So try those out. 3 different activities, 3 different styles of things to do, but all focused around the theme of language and trying to develop both skills in terms of Microsoft Teams and develop your skills that will be really useful for when you go forward in terms of your university studies. So thinking about how you describe stuff. Then there's also a debate, and there's also thinking about generating questions around things. So that's how we've developed the activities. Hopefully you'll find them useful. Again, it's entirely up to you to think about how you set up your team, and so if you want to do one activity and then have a break and go for a coffee, or go have an activity and then bring your coffee and start the next activity, however you want to structure these activities, entirely up to you. What we want you to try and do is be a bit self-determined, but also think about your groups, so just maybe even discuss how you want to set up today, who wants to lead today. And again, there's ideas in the main meetups page of different ways you can think about how to structure these activities, who might facilitate it in this much more self-managed, self-led way. So try out these techniques. Hopefully they will be hopefully a bit enjoyable at the very least, but at least you're going to develop some skills. Reflect on those, think about all of the other stuff that's going on, reflect on your activities, reflect on your experience of these things, and if they don't work, don't just avoid it next time. Come back and say, you know what, that didn't work, can we try something different? Let's try it out in a different way. Maybe revisit something you did before, but now you know each other a little bit better and you want to try things differently. So try and really develop those kind of skills, and so that this team, you make the most of this team is as successful as you can make it. When you're starting next term, in the next few weeks, your course, you're already know each other, you know how to work as a team. These things are really important. So enjoy language and the richness of language, and these different little activities to try and think about the way you use language, the way you use Teams, and set you up for your university. So hopefully you have some fun in the process. Good luck with it. Hope you have some good learning.